channel. It's your girl Sean. I'm back for another video. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a letter that was sent to me from one of you. But if you're brand new to my channel and you like love and relationship advice videos, if you like a little bit of fashion, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, be sure to hit that little bell, which is right next to the subscribe button. That way you'll never miss an upload from your girl. Now, before I get into all of that, I'm also a life and dating coach, and I've written 3 books. The first one's called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. I'll be sure to link all 3 of my books below. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, and BarnesandNoble.com. And if you want to work with me one-on-one as your personal life and dating coach, or if you want to send me a letter to have it possibly featured in an upcoming video, then send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN, @gmail.com. All right, so now without any further ado, let's get started with today's letter. Let's go get him. Hey BG, I want to make this strawberry letter short, and I hope you respond and help me out. My husband and I have only been married for 2 years. We got married very fast, but everything was okay. We loved each other. I found out I was pregnant about a month after we got married. To make it short, during my pregnancy, I found out that he had been doing things behind my back that he shouldn't do while you're married. He was being extremely friendly towards other women. One instance, I found out going through his phone that he was texting another girl saying how beautiful she was, how sexy she is, and that he doesn't know where things are going to stand because he would be moving to Hawaii soon. We got orders to go to Hawaii at the time. I confronted him and he said that she was just a friend. I blew up and I ended up moving out of the house and moved back to my parents for a couple of months. I forgave him because during that time he really showed me just how truly sorry he was and that he was ready to put in the effort. He suggested that we go to marriage counseling, which we did, and we were good. Fast forward about 9 months. He comes home from deployment, and as soon as he walks in, he tells me that there was a woman claiming that the child she's pregnant with is his. I break down. I'm hormonal and I didn't know what to think. He tells me that she was a one-night stand and that it happened before we were married. I tell him to first find out if the baby is actually his, and we can go from there. I delivered our daughter some weeks later. The whole time the girl has been refusing to take a paternity test because she says there's no need. What? She goes ghost and cuts off all contact with my husband. Fast forward again. My mother-in-law finds out about the woman and she believes her at her word and starts taking care of the child, which really hurt me because it really began to put a major strain in our relationship. Me and my husband moved to a different state for his duty station, and we're going on with life happy as ever. My husband goes down to visit his mother and notices that the baby is there. He takes a home test and determines the baby is in fact his. Once he comes home from the trip, he tells me as soon as he walks in. I don't know what to say. I do want to say that through the whole baby thing, he has been completely honest with me, letting me know everything he finds out. I break down to know that the baby is actually his. I tell him that I want a divorce because I simply couldn't handle it. But then I end up changing my mind. I think I can't break up our family. I have to, right? He attempts to contact the girl, but she now has a boyfriend and gets pregnant by him, has another child, and is living her life. All of a sudden, my husband is hit with child support papers recently. As he's telling me what's going on, I just break down and cry. I realize I haven't been handling the situation more so just pushing it aside. He tells me that he understands why I'm upset and that I deserve to be, but he's also going to be the best father to this child, a better father than his father was to him, and that I need to get over it or I need to leave. What? And I truly just don't know what to do. I don't know if I could be a stepmom because she'll just be a constant reminder of him cheating on me. I'm so torn between decisions. I don't want to break up my family. I do love him, but I don't even know if all of this hurt is even worth it. You know, there is a lot that I want to talk about in your particular letter, but one of the things that stands out to me the most is your passive-aggressive nature. And I feel like because of that, your husband has mistaken your indifference for your acceptance. Because you know, in the beginning you said everything was fine. We didn't really know each other that much before we got married, but we got married and everything was fine. Everything was not fine. Your husband had been not only cheating on you, but he had been cheating on you unprotected with a random woman. So that wasn't fine. But as long as you had your eyes closed to it and you couldn't see it, everything was fine. Same thing with once you found out about the child. Because you guys moved to another state, you thought everything was fine. You said in the letter, we were going on about our happy life, happy as ever. Like, I feel like you get over what he does so quickly that he feels like you'll just get over this too, even though this is for a lot of people a deal breaker. Your husband is a cheater. He cheated before you got married and he cheated while you were married. The text that you found, how do you know that that's all that there really was? How do you know? Like, even the timeline is a little bit off for me, because he said he cheated before he got married to you. Do you know that for a fact? Have you tracked back the dates and made sure that was even really true? You know, your husband put you at risk. And even with the new relationship that he tried to have, you said you found out through reading his text messages that he was talking to a woman, telling her how beautiful she was, how sexy she was, and that he doesn't know where things stand because he was getting ready to move. That man was carrying on another relationship. The real issue is, can you trust your husband? You know, and I feel like he's being extremely selfish. I know you tried to clean it up, tried to make him sound decent in the letter. You know, my husband has been very honest about everything. He has no choice. The child support papers have been served. You know, if he makes a child support payment, you'll see the money. He's only being honest about stuff he can't possibly lie about. But he's still a liar, and he's still capable of it. What bothers me the most is his attitude towards what he did. He rocked your world. You thought you were going to get married, that you guys were going to have a baby together and live this amazing life, and then you kind of find out he's been cheating the whole time, and he has another baby on you, and the grandmother is doting and taking care of this other child. Everything that you thought you were getting with this marriage, you didn't get. And the reason why everything happened so quickly is because you married him too quickly. You tried to brush over that part because you knew what I would say. When you marry somebody this quickly and you allow somebody to speed up the relationship timeline like you allowed him to do, you never know what you're getting. It's like the car salesman that sells people a lemon. As long as it runs well enough for you to test drive it a couple of times around the block, it doesn't matter how much of it falls apart once you actually buy it. Once you buy it and drive it off the lot, it's yours now. And that's what men like this are. They are lemons. They stay decent long enough. They cover up their imperfections and their flaws and their cheating ways and their roaming eyes and all that. They cover it up just long enough to marry you. And then they let it all show out because you already bought it now. But his whole, his comment about how you need to get over it or you could leave, how is that being a husband? When he stood before God and family and everybody else and he said, forsaking all others, for this reason I'll cleave to my wife, he's not putting you first, and he never has. That's the bigger issue. He's expecting you to just get over it, but this is a big deal. He was cheating before you got married. He cheated after you got married. He's already putting this child above you and your child. Talking about, I don't care how you feel about it. If you don't like it, you can leave. Is that what a husband says? I'm not sure he ever wanted to get married. And you already said you found out that you were pregnant a month after you got married. So you guys were engaging in sex. Like, he put you at risk. I feel like you're not really putting the responsibility on him. You're mad about the baby, and you're mad about how the grandmother is doting on the baby, and that's causing a strain between your relationship. And you're worried about the other woman, how she's hard to find. Now she's hitting me with child support papers out of the blue recently. It's not out of the blue, that's his child. He swabbed the child's cheek. He knows, he took the bootleg paternity test and found out that that is his child. You're blaming everyone but your husband. He's the one that needs to be blamed. Just because he was willing to go to counseling doesn't mean that he's a good guy. That's the least he could do. He says his father wasn't a good father, so he wants to be different. He should have thought about all of that when he was having unprotected sex with all of you. You don't know how many women there are. All you know is that you saw some text messages. What relationship did they have? He says, I don't know where the relationship will stand. That's what he told this stranger that's supposed to be just a friend. So how far did they get? I feel like with this kind of man, you don't know when your doorbell is going to ring, when your phone is going to ring with some other woman on the other line saying whatever about your husband, and you know in your heart it's probably true. Because he's a liar. He has lied to you before. He has cheated on you before. He's not honest. And I feel like whenever somebody makes a huge mistake, and they admit to that mistake and they truly want to atone for it, they're willing to offer you as much time as you need. That's how you atone. You don't say, I said I was sorry, so hurry up and forgive me. And that's his approach. Nothing about his approach says, I'm truly sorry, I'll never do it again. None of that. Because your husband cheated on you after marriage, that may be biblical grounds to leave him, but you can prove infidelity all day. He's a cheater. The bigger question is, can you deal with the fact that you can't fully trust your husband and that there will be another child in in the relationship. There will be another child the grandmother is taking care of. He's going to be taking time away. You can't really trust him. That's the bigger issue. Not in your face, not behind your back. Now, I'll also say I was in the military. I was in the Army. And I will tell you, the cheating that I saw when people were in the military, it ran rampant. They say out of sight, out of mind. They'll slip their ring off and meet new people. A guy tried to date me. He tried to date me with a whole wife and a whole child. But thankfully, one of his friends also seemed to be into me because he exposed him. And was like, you know, he got a wife? I was like, who got a wife? This new dude trying to holler at me told me to come to the barracks a certain time. Like, she's coming with the baby on Saturday. I want you to just pop up and see for yourself. That's exactly what I did. And he looked me in my face and act like he never knew me. And I was like, well, thank God. But still, I'm serious. There are guys that do that. When you married this man, do you really feel like this man is capable of fulfilling his vows to be true and honest and loyal just to you? I know you said that you want to keep your family together, but stop acting like you're the one who ruined it. I feel like he's brainwashed you and manipulated to you and Jedi mind tricked you enough to believe that you're the problem, you're the cause. All these problems are because of you. No, this is because of your lying and your cheating and your stepping out, unprotected at that. This is his fault. And you're putting the blame on everyone. The mama, the baby, the baby's mother, yourself. You've put the burden on everybody's lap but his. Make him accountable. You don't tell me I got to get over it or I have to leave. What are you willing to do to make it right with me? I'm your wife. What happened to you putting me first? Your husband is selfish, in my opinion. He is selfish, always was selfish, and I don't think he's going to change. I honestly don't. But that's just my opinion. I definitely recommend that you pray about the situation. Ask God to show you what you're not seeing. Ask God to help you to make the best decision for you and your child. But if your marriage falls apart, that's not on you. You got to stop taking responsibility. You did nothing wrong. You married a man and you believed him. You tried to do what was right. You did nothing wrong. Stop victimizing yourself. Stop blaming yourself. And if he was decent, he would have been telling you this. He would have been saying, you know what? I'm the one that did everything wrong. I'll do whatever it takes. Take as much time as you need. I'm the one that messed up. I'm the one that betrayed you. I'm the one that brought all of this drama into our happy life. I'll do whatever it takes to make things right. That ain't what he's saying. He's saying get over it or leave. That man ain't sorry. That's not how an apologetic person behaves. He's not sorry. And if he's not sorry, there's a good chance that he'll do it again. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on life and love, consider purchasing one of my books. As I said, I've written 3. The first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. And if you want to work with me one-on-one as your personal life and dating coach, or if you'd like to submit your letter for a chance to have it featured in an upcoming video, be sure to send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit this little button right here so you can go ahead and subscribe and get more of this kind of content. Or if you've missed my last strawberry letter, click here to watch that video. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.